you had to be primarily a tech company. So up until this point, there's been no such thing as the mass market middle ground, where someone goes in to buy a sofa or a cabinet, but then casually adds a smart bulb to their basket just because it's right there at the till. It's been too complicated and priced way too high. But Matter is designed to fix that. In theory, it takes away all of that expensive R&D that used to cost billions. All of that will my bulb actually talk to my speaker engineering, that's now baked into the standard itself. So you don't need to be a tech company anymore, you just need to make yourself Matter compatible. And no one wins more from this than the company with hundreds of millions of people specifically walking through their doors while in the process of setting up a home. One area where it definitely does pay to go high-end though is the 8 Sleep bed, our sponsor. Which I've been using for over a year at this point, instead of the bed that I spent 10 times more money on, because I tested them and to my shock/despair, this made me sleep better. And it's not even close anymore, because you know how every single sleep device measures your sleep score with a number, right? Well, 8 Sleep have just upgraded their app with a sleep agent, powered by AI, that can also tell you why you slept the way you did, and then fix it. Like the last 2 weeks, I've been knee-deep working on an investigation video, and I've been stressed. But this app is not just noticing that and giving me suggestions for how to fix it by itself, but it's also taking matters into its own hands and making 30 different adjustments while I sleep. And with my code BOSS, you can get $350 off the latest Pod 5. You have 30 days to try it, but I don't think you'll be sending it back. It's falling apart, guys. I know. I did the whole spiel about why all this Matter stuff should be incredible, but it's been 4 days of living with our Ikea tech, and it is not going well. Like this donut lamp, which, by the way, on its own is already kind of disappointing, because it's the exact same tech as that £7 smart bulb. Same app, same features, but just now, because it's in a mouth-blown glass container, it's £55. It doesn't even have zone lighting or the ability to do gradients. But more importantly, how is the connection process this terrible? We've been going through loop after loop of discovery, trying to find the thing, and after 7 failed attempts, it randomly works on the 8th, even though we've changed nothing. Some of the bulbs have the same thing. Like, we put 6 of them in this column light over here, bought them all the same day, 5 worked perfectly, 1 just would not connect. It tries to find it for 2 full minutes and then just says unable to add accessory. I've noticed sometimes the QR code on the box lets you add these products onto your network. Other times it does not. And then the only thing that seems to work when that happens is resetting the hub and then manually entering the unique device numbers that you can find on the products. And while I've been dealing with that, some of the lights that originally set up fine have now started showing that they're offline when they're clearly on. My precious Matter remote has gone super laggy sometimes. I should have turned it off. It didn't. Ikea, what's the matter?
Do you want to press it 100 times and see what the success rate is?
Oh my god. I don't want to. 1. This is content. No. Oh! Yes! How much longer do we have of this? "46 successes. Oh dear. Still, you know, you see that and then you think, maybe it's just me. Then I looked online. Reddit is full of "I bought Ikea's Matter products, nothing will connect." There's some positive reviews on the Ikea site, but then nearly as many 1 stars, with pretty much each person talking through everything they've done to try and get this stuff to work, and then how it still doesn't. I even found someone who's tried to pair 59 of these Matter remotes, and they've only managed to successfully pair 29. They've got this 11-step troubleshooting technique they followed, and according to them, it fixed nothing. So they're estimating a 50% defect rate, which kind of horrifyingly lines up with the near 50% negative reviews on their site, and the 50% success rate of the remote. I mean, regardless of which way you look at it, it's completely unheard of. What if your car only started 50% of the time? The more I look into this, the more it feels like ultimately Matter is just not ready. It could be, and it should be the solution, and one day it still might be, but it seems like the main companies who built Matter, Apple, Google, Amazon, etc., they invested in it because it would help to promote the idea that anyone could have a smart home, but individually, none of them actually has an incentive for it to succeed. If Matter becomes a viable mainstream smart home solution, then who's going to pay 3 times the price for a Google Nest branded doorbell?